Welcome to AI Survey Insights Analysis. Here I'll also introduce you to the concept of soil to scale framework. It's a new way to understand technology maturity across any organization. First of all, thank you so much for all my network participants who participated in this survey. Here are the key insights from the response. 89% of us are actively using AI tools in our daily work. We have identified over 20 distinct use cases spanning across every type of organization. And perhaps most importantly, we are reporting efficiency gains up to 95%, of course, in some of the specific tasks. But this presentation isn't just about productivity numbers. What we are seeing is a fundamental shift in how knowledge works gets done. And we can map this transformation using our soil to scale maturity framework. One of the most insightful quote from the survey that I want to highlight is AI as intelligent intern. This concept perfectly captures what our survey respondents are experiencing. Think about what makes a great intern valuable, right? So there are four ways to look into it. First, instant expertise. AI provides 24 bar 7 availability with the knowledge across industries and languages. It's like having an intern who never sleeps. Second, it's trainable and adaptive. It learns from our feedback and adapts to our working style. Third, it's iterative collaboration. AI provides structured frameworks and starting points, then refines based on our inputs. Finally, it is the foundation builder. AI creates initial drafts and frameworks that human can enhance. It eliminates the blank page problem that often slows down the both creative and analytical work. Before we deep dive into applications, let's look at what tools our survey respondents are actually using. Interestingly, ChatGPT emerges as a clear favorite. It was overwhelmingly mentioned by respondents across all the sectors. Some of the others are like GitHub Copilot, DeepSeek as a valuable tool, and there is a growing experimentation with various other LLMs. As one of the respondents put it, ChatGPT and DeepSeek have been useful to me. That shows practical multi-tool approach many professionals are taking. Now, while survey shows this as clear preference, it's important to acknowledge the broad AI ecosystem that's available, right? Um, you can see Claude's Anthropic over there, Meta's Llama, XAI's Grok, Google's Gemini. They all come with their own ability and capabilities. What's fascinating about adoption pattern we are seeing is ChatGPT's dominance in practical usages. The key insight here is that while many AI tools exist, professionals are gravitating towards proven and reliable solutions that integrate well into their workflows. Um, Success comes from consistent use and practical values, not just having access to latest technology. Now let's look into specific applications our survey respondents are actually using. I have categorized them into four broad categories. Number one, communication and documentation. This has emerged as most common category. Professionals are using AI for professional email drafting in multiple languages, meeting minutes, documentation creation, procurement specifications, etc. Second one is research and analysis. This is another major category. Mainly, people are using it for data collection and interpretation, experiment design suggestions, R scripts for data analysis and literature reviews, etc. Third is problem detection and diagnosis. It's a very interesting theme. We heard about disease identification in plants, animals, fast failure detection systems, quality control processes, and adverse event analysis. The fourth one is technical development, you know, wherein professionals are using AI code for, you know, they are using AI for code generation and review, digital twin simulations, query writing assistance, and technical documentation, etc. Right? Many of them are mentioning that they're using Copilot for faster coding and document preparation. Now, this one represents one of the most interesting aspect of our analysis, comparing what survey shows that's happening today versus what are the possibilities in the future. On the left side, we can see our current survey reality. Most of the industry and corporate respondents are using AI for digital twin simulations, fast failure detection systems, quality control automation, and process optimization. Wherein government and public sector respondents are implementing AI for policy document analysis, public communication drafting, cost effective decision making, etc. Um, Academia and research professionals are using AI for experiment design optimization, research paper assistance, data analysis, scripting, and literature review acceleration. Now, on the right side, we see the future potential. If you look into all of these, what is evident is we need to move from reactive problem solving to predictive optimization, or moving from administrative efficiency to enhanced public value, or moving from research assistance to research acceleration. I guess that's where the AI adoption needs to move towards to. Now let's talk about some numbers that really matters from the survey results. For professional email drafting, respondents are reported going from 2 to 3 hours to 2 to 3 minutes. That's a huge time reduction. Think about it. What used to be a major time sink is now handled in minutes, which means you have much more time for strategic thinking. For system failure detection, we heard from professionals who went from taking hours to identify problems to getting alerts in sub-seconds. That's a 99% time reduction. For document generations, particularly reports and proposals, teams are going from full day effort to 30 minutes tasks. So the business impact from all these spans in four key areas. One, there is a cost reduction through 60 to 95% time savings, quality improvement, scalability. There is really no downtime constraint through this AI. The strategic advantages includes speed to market through faster development cycles, whether it is R&D or sales and marketing, you can really increase your go to market. Then better decision making through real time insights, resource optimization by focusing on human talents on a high value activities. But let's be honest about the challenges. Our survey also revealed some of the major barriers holding back broader AI adoption. I have categorized them into four key themes. First and foremost, security and privacy concerns. Multiple respondents have cited data privacy and security as their biggest worry. Intellectual property protection and regulatory compliance challenges. Second one is reliability and accuracy. Professionals are dealing with inconsistent output, hallucination risks, and ongoing need for human verification. Third one is skill and knowledge gap. According to me, this is the biggest, I think, challenge at this point in time. There is a lack of AI literacy. Prompting itself is a biggest challenge. So prompt engineering expertise is rare. The last one is, the change management resistance. I think that's a real issue at this point in time because many of us are feeling that we are going to lose our jobs because of the AI. That's the fourth theme also, that human impact concerns. We are also worried about loss of creativity, ethical consideration in decision making, etc. Now, these challenges require thoughtful planning and structured implementation, which is exactly what is our soil to scale framework addresses. That brings us to the soil to scale framework for assisting and assessing AI maturity. Based on our survey analysis, I have developed this framework to help organizations understand where they stand and where they need to go. From the current, survey results, I would imagine most of organizations are currently in the seed stage. About 60% of our respondents falls here. What that means is they are regularly using AI tools, seeing individual productivity improvement, and beginning to see a measurable results. On the left, about 15% are still in the soil stage. That means there is an awareness, they're experimenting with tools, no formal strategy, and limited technical understanding. About 20% have progressed to the sprout stage, which means there is a formal integration strategies, cross-functional initiatives are in place, and they are establishing governance frameworks. On the scale, only about 5% have reached there, which means there is an AI integrated processes, organization-wide transformation is in place, etc. We are at a critical inflection point. Most organizations have moved beyond experimentation and are seeing real value, but they haven't made strategic leap into integrating AI into the core processes. The Soil to Scale framework helps organizations understand this journey and plan their next steps systematically. So, what's the path forward using Soil to Scale framework? If you are in seed and want to move to sprout, focus on next 6 to 12 months in developing formal AI governance, creating cross-functional AI task forces, invest in employee AI literacy training, one of the most key point. This applies across all the sectors that we have you know uh, seen. If you are in Sprout and want to move towards scale, so your 1 to 2 year strategic horizon needs to focus on organization-wide AI integration, AI powered process innovation, advanced analytics capabilities, etc. So immediate action items you can start this week is audit your current AI usage across teams. Identify high impact, low risk use cases. Create AI policies addressing sectors requirement, etc. Some of the sector specific consideration that I was thinking through we should think about is from a private and consulting, sector, you need to focus on client confidentiality and competitive advantage. Government sector should emphasize on transparency, ethics, and public accountability. Academic should maintain research integrity and educational value. So the key takeaway is Most organizations across all the sector in our survey are in the seed stage, successfully using AI tools for individual gains. The next evolution requires moving from ad hoc usages to strategic sector appropriate integration using specific frameworks. Now, thank you all for listening to some of the survey insights. I would love to hear about your AI experience, where your organization sits on the soil to scale maturity model. What tools are you using? What use cases are you working on? And what challenges probably you are facing? Stay tuned. Until next time, keep moving from soil to scale. Thank you.